Don't forget to click the like button if you enjoy the content. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And as well, check out the Patreon link down in the description. There are 3 different tiers. It is as cheap as $1 per month. And in videos like this one, there are Patreon related actions that only patrons can take part in. So if you want to get more involved in the channel, check that link out. Enjoy. We're in serious trouble. We haven't won in the last 5 games. And what started off as a good start to the season, that looked like we might, be able to comfortably finish in around about mid-table, has regressed to us being 2 points above the drop zone. Yeah, we need to start picking up some wins because, 1 win and 4 losses isn't really a good return if we're being perfectly honest. I thought it was all good when we managed to get a point from Barcelona, but they don't even look too good right now. We've probably beaten Barcelona in the worst form of their existence. They're down into 12. And we just can't seem to get ourselves any goals. 9 goals so far this season. It's just not good enough. We're in serious problems if we don't kick on this episode. Alright, so I figured that we need some more firepower up front. We've been relying on Koyalipu, and he can't do it on his own. Quite frankly, he just can't. So I'm looking at these 2 players, these 2 free agents, not massively highly rated, but one thing they do have in common is that they're pretty mobile and very, very good finishers. Jarvis, obviously the better of the 2 there. We've got Morn there from Uzbekistan, and he's only 16 years old, and we've got 84 finishing already. That is not shabby. And Jarvis with 88 finishing. I believe he's either a free agent or he's in our youth team, but either way we won't have to pay to get him, so I would quite like one of these 2. And then of course there is Martinez. He's a bit older, not as good on the finishing side of things, 80 finishing, but as an all-round striker he's way better than the other 2. He can dribble for a start, he's quick, he's strong, he's good in the air, 2-footed, so I've put in offers for those 3, and we'll see what comes back. We're now going to get into our first game of the episode against Real Betis. And they've got Julian Brandt, which worries me because he turns out to be one of the best players in this game. And he seems like he's well on his way towards it. 83 rated at left wing forward. That's going to cause a problem. Gyotze is not very quick. That's going to be a problem. We're going to bring in De Vries, who hasn't exactly set the world alight since he's joined the side, but he's still getting used to the tactics, so we've got to give him time. Jorge Moret is going to partner him. Phil Tazinho on the left, Gyotze on the right. It's Casibar and Zakaria in the middle, and then we're going with a front 4 of Niguez, Vinicius Jr., Galipu, and Iturbe. I'm hoping that that 2 through the middle could give that defence a bit more of a problem, especially with Kurt Zouma in there, who's a very, very good centre-half. Away we go. Betis versus Real Oviedo. Let's do this. Betis starting with the early pressure. Escasipar did well there, covering those options, not making it easy now. Vinicius Jr. in a central role. And he fizzes a great ball out to Aaron Niguez. What can he do from here? Or tried to find Koyalipu and he couldn't. To Zakaria, Koyalipu, Vinicius Jr. It's a great ball over the top. Koyalipu can hit this first time, he does, and it's a good save by Adan off the weaker foot of Gudin Koyalipu there. Escasibar covering his options very well, and Phil Tazinho just has to mop up there. Good pressure from him. Now Niguez again finds Koyalipu in. Oh, I was going to say in acres of space, but Kurt Zouma closed that down very quickly. And Koyalipu is not going to have a lot of time to do his thing today. We know that. Through the legs of Victor Camarasa. Now Koyalipu shoots from there, and it's a good save to keep it out. That could have been bending in to that far post. It was a speculative effort, but a good one regardless. Good cut back, and I think that might have just been creeping in. Jorge Moret deals with that comfortably there, and now gets it out to Iturbe, who can now turn and run at this defence. Still Iturbe, still running, giving them plenty to think about, keeps that movement going. Jordi and Matt. Niguez, oh, his touch just took him straight into trouble there. That was a very high potential counter-attack there that we just didn't really make the most of. Now they're trying to get the ball into their danger men there, but Brandt is currently being dealt with quite well by Gyortza, despite the difference in pace that we thought might be a problem. He's playing his role very well, not getting caught out of position. It's been a very, very good performance from him. A pretty even half. Both teams trying to make things happen. Betis having probably the better of the play. But we don't look like we're going to make anything happen right now. It's an even game, but we don't look as dangerous as we could. Second half underway. Let's try and make some more meaningful chances this time. Vinicius Jr. does well there. Turns past one. Beats Javi Garcia. And he just wins that back for him. But we get a free kick. A dangerous challenge there. We just have a look at that again. He went flying in. And wasn't really entirely necessary. But it's given us a free kick in a dangerous area now. We've got a few free kick takers, but the best one that we have on the pitch right now is Iturbe. Is he going to do well with this one? Gets it over the wall, but it's too close to Adan. We've been pretty solid. Haven't looked as open as we have in some of our previous games. Oh, good save. Julian Brandt popping up in the centre there and using his height to good effect. And no one really picked up on him, to be honest. But it was a very good save, and it had to be, because that was going in. That was definitely going in. Koyalipu now. And he needs assistance. Vinicius Jr. Oh, almost got that ball in there. Gyortza is defending like a man possessed today, just not letting a whole load past him at all. De Vrij, Ascasibar. It's a great ball out to Phil Talzinho. What can he do? Can whip it in. Vinicius Jr. with the header, and it's saved. It's a well-worked set piece, that. Iturbe. Oh, that was an insane technique that very nearly paid off there. And that's finished 0-0. It was a tough game. There were, it was end-to-end stuff, but nobody could put the ball in the back of the net. Vinicius Jr. came close, but couldn't make it happen. And confirmation there of that 0-0 draw, and that leaves us still in 17th place, but we are a further point away from the drop zone. We're 3 points off the drop right now. We need to get ourselves a win and get ourselves out of that danger area. And that lets you know all you need to know about the last month. It's been an awful, awful month for us. 2 goals out of our last 4 games. It's just not good enough. Also worth noting that Koyalipu is on a bit of a drought. Right, so after that Betis game, I stopped recording when I got something to eat, came back, recorded again, played the rest of the games, and that recording corrupted. A whole 45 minutes worth of gameplay just won't render. So I'm back, I'm recording again. But I'll take you through the results that we had. So we got a 1-1 draw against Las Palmas. It was, again, a really good performance from us. We just couldn't see the game out. And then we lost 1-0 to Valencia. And we completely outplayed them the whole game. And then the goalkeeper miskicked. Just a simple, drop kick out of his hands. Just miskicked it horribly. It went straight to one of them and they passed it and scored, and that was that. And that was going to be the end of the episode. I then played another game just to move things forward a bit. And we managed to win against Malaga. And luckily I did get some footage of the goal of that. So you can see that now. Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. And now, now we've got these games. And now we've got this game. Real Madrid versus Real Oviedo. Alright, so this is what we're up against. Iturbe not being on form doesn't help. We're going to put De Vries in there again. And Jamontas is not feeling great either. You can either go with Savic or Victor Valdez Jr. And I think Victor Valdez Jr. might be the guy. I guess that's the squad we're going to go with. Valdez in goal. De Vries comes in at centre-back. And a front to a Toche and Kayalipu. Iturbe is going to be dropped. He's in really bad condition. Yeah, we're just going to have to give it our best. Let's do it. Here we go. Real Madrid versus Real Oviedo. Victor Valdez Jr. makes his debut against the team his father played against so many times. Won against many times. We're up against a very, very strong Real Madrid side here. And at a time where we're struggling to pick up 3 points from our games, a match against Real Madrid isn't the most welcome, we'll be honest. But let's do this. Good interception by McCollion there. Vinicius Jr., great feet there. Finds McCollion again. That's a poor pass, but he's managed to get it back. That's Casibar. Toche. Oh, couldn't quite get that to McCollion. Now Ronaldo. Now, the obvious problem here is Ronaldo's the guy they're going to want to cross to. We can get that clear. McCollion should win this header, and he does quite comfortably. And that was not the best option there from Toche, but again, McCollion doing a good job. De Vries gets there first, does well. Teo Hernandez is going to pick it up on the edge of the box. To Modric, who finds Llorente. They're knocking it about well on the edge, but Giotza gets that away, and now Kayalipu. Out to Vinicius Jr. Oh, tried to cut inside Carvajal, but he read it. Unfortunate. Madrid knocking it about really nicely at the moment. Oh, Isco with a good little body feint. And that's a good goal there. Our defence was getting dragged about left, right and centre, and eventually the space opened up. Toni Kroos makes it 1-0. McCollion. It's a good cross, but dealt with. Toche couldn't beat those two big Real Madrid centre-halves in the air. It's a tough job for any striker. Oh, Ronaldo's through, and it's a good save by Victor Valdez. Oh, incredible feat there from Vinicius Jr. Always keen to try and make something happen. Oh, this kid is phenomenal. You can see why Real Madrid wanted him. But despite that little show of flair there, he's still 1-0 at half-time. We don't look too bad, but just haven't managed to get into that final third. Our final ball has been awful. And Real Madrid, as you'd expect, controlling the game. But I think we can still make something happen here. Well done. Now, Escasibar, what can he do? Finds the pass brilliantly. Kualipu. Now, Toche. He hasn't really got the pace to keep Nacho off him. Oh, unlucky. He tried his best. Held Nacho off as long as he could. Jorge does well to get rid of that. Oh, unlucky Zakaria. Tried to read it. Isco has been causing us no end of problems. Finds Ronaldo. And a good save again. Vinicius Jr. now. Running at Real Madrid. Runs past Nacho. Can he get the shot away? Oh, just can't get the shot. That final piece of the puzzle just isn't coming together for Oviedo. We've got some good counter-attacks happening. De Vrij. Aaron Niguez gets that clear eventually. And so far we've been doing pretty well keeping these corners out. But there's Modric now. A man who can deliver the ball very well. Oh, it's good interplay. That's good. That's good football. There was only so long we were going to keep that man out. And that was just a very, very good play. Great strength and a good turn. And nothing we could do to stop that. Hernandez now. And that has got to be the final nail in the coffin there. It's 2 goals in 3 minutes, if that. And yeah, Real Madrid really starting to assert their dominance here. Giotza. Zakaria. Oh, couldn't find Toche or Kualipu there. Kualipu with the interception though. Shoots! Oh, just wide. But finally we got a shot off. Unlucky. I mean, we were always expecting to lose this game to Real Madrid. 3-0 is probably an expected result there. 2 goals for Ronaldo, who in truth didn't have that great a game, but he got on the end of the attacks, put the ball in the back of the net, and he'll walk away with that man of the match. And there we go, confirmation of that 3-0 loss, and we're 2 points above the drop, right where we started this episode. Ah dear. Oh, also what you probably won't have seen since the recording's corrupted. We've put in offers for these 3 strikers, Jarvis, Monde and Martinez. They've all been accepted. I'm just negotiating the fees down a little bit, but those fees should be accepted. So we're going to be bringing in some extra firepower because Kualipu can't do it all on his own. And I'm putting a vote to the Patreon to see whether or not we should sign Omar Abdul Rahman. His salary is a bit of a stickling point, but we can afford the transfer fee quite comfortably. Should we pursue this further? He's a very good player, very skillful. 27, so he's in his prime. He's a good dribbler, good on the ball. He's a good passer as well. Not too bad at set pieces. We do need options with that. He's 2-footed. Got a bag of tricks as well, and he's obviously very, very versatile, so he can fit in all around the pitch. I think if we do bring him in, we'll probably look to offload either Aaron Niguez or Yeboah, just because we don't need that many wingers. Obviously, Vinicius Jr. is a first teamer. Aaron Niguez is having a pretty decent season, but he's not going to challenge either. Aaron Niguez is having a pretty good season, but he's not going to challenge Iturbe or Vinicius for their spots. So, I mean, it's more likely that Yeboah will leave. But that's only if we sign Abdul Rahman. So that vote is going to the Patreon. The Patreon link is in the description and on the bottom of your screen right now. You can join the Patreon for as little as $1 a month. and you get perks like being able to vote on the series like this and get involved in streams. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Hasn't gone great. We're in some serious trouble in this league. We need to start getting some wins, otherwise we're going to be right in that relegation zone and potentially losing our job. Next time we return, we'll be closer to the transfer window. I'm going to play through a few of these games here, bring you the highlights if there are any. Unlikely. And the next episode we'll be playing against Espanyol and Celta Vigo before we get into a transfer window live stream. So if you're looking forward to that, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here. It's much appreciated. Please do leave some comments down below as to how you think I can improve. And check out the Patreon. It's a way to support small content creators like myself to go on and do good things. But as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, take care. Peace.